Hey everyone, my name is Sarah and thanks for watching Oak Tree. So this video is just a small part of our life in a nutshell, and I'm glad you've decided to join us. So today I am canning crisp pickle slices, or in this house we call them sweet pickles. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on how I can them, and if you have any suggestions of how you do them, please comment below. I'd love to hear any tidbits and things like that. So the first step is I scrub the cucumbers. We use these. So they're just little scrubbies. We actually have a lady that makes these and we sell them in the store. So they are awesome. They're great for dishes. They're great for cleaning veggies. And you just throw them in the dishwasher. They disinfect and ready to use again. So I already started here, but I thought I'd show you. So I could use these for dill pickles, but because I don't have enough, and I don't have enough smaller ones as well, I'm just slicing them up and using them for the sweet pickles. So I just scrub these up, and then I use my slicer. So this is fabulous for doing large batches. As you can see, I've already finished one pail there. So all I'm gonna do here is scrub the dirt off and just make them a little bit smooth. And then I'm going to clip off the ends. So the reason I do that is so that they sit in the slicer a lot easier. Okay, so I've got my cucumber cleaned, sliced on both ends. I just place it in here on the fine slice. I use this to push it down, so you don't want to put your fingers in there, of course. And you just hit power. So once that's done, you just take the lid off. I always unplug it before I grab the blade. And then you can take a look here. And just like the beans video, rinse and repeat. So I wash them, clip them, slice them. Okay, and we're done. So once you're done with the cucumbers, you want to slice up about 3 small onions for every 5 pounds. We're going to slice these up in the slicer again, just like the cucumbers. So first you want to cut the ends off. And there is a trick to not tearing up. If you breathe through your mouth, you won't tear up as badly. It's not going to fit like this in the slicer, so I have to slice it up, or just cut it once, or cut it twice because it's still not going to fit. Onion number 2. If you watched one of our first videos, we did a video on our food cycler. All of this can go in the food cycler, which is right here. So we're going to put everything in there, and everything from here in there as well, and we can run it tonight. Look, no tears. So I breathe through my mouth. That trick works for me. I don't know. Again, post below any comments on what you do to keep your eyes from tearing up when cutting up onions. Okay, so here is what it looks like. Everything is sliced up. Now I'm going to pour the onions into the sliced cucumbers. Okay, next I'm going to prep 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, so we have garlic ready, and the next thing we need is pickling salt. or coarse salt. So we're going to put 1/2 cup of salt in each of these buckets here, in our popcorn bucket. It's massive, so I like using it for canning because nobody uses it for popcorn. Next, you want to take some water and cover the cucumbers. Okay, so I had to switch bowls because I found a crack in my other plastic bowl, which doesn't surprise me because we use it for everything. Next, we put in about 30 ice cubes in each pot here. And then we want to put 3 garlic in each bowl. And then we let them sit for 2 hours. Okay, so 2 hours has passed, and now I'm going to take the garlic out of each of the bowls here. We're going to pour them in the strainer and let them drain really well, and then put them in a big pot on the stove. So we strained the pickles and they're in the big pot on the stove, and now we're going to add sugar. So you're going to put in 2 teaspoons of turmeric per batch, and we have 2 batches, right? We're going to put in mustard seed, 2 tablespoons per batch. And then we're going to add celery seed. So I'm going to give this a stir. And we're going to start this up. As you can see, they've changed color. So we don't want them boiling. We want to bring them to a boil and then shut it off. So I just kept stirring it. We're getting our jars ready. So they're all sanitized and ready to go. And then I put the lids in a bowl like this, and then I boil water in my kettle, and I will pour the boiling water on the lids as soon as the pickles are ready to go. And we also have a funnel, so it makes it much easier, and then you don't get the sticky pickle juice all over the rims of the jars. And then we also have this to grab the jars out of the kettle, and then we have the magnet to pick up the lids, so it works real nifty. That'll be your job, Alex, hey?
Yes, I get to use the magnet.
The worst part about this is this kettle here is what I use to can with. So I have to fill all the jars, quickly wash this up, and get it boiling for the water bath. Here's hoping it goes smoothly. So it just came to a boil. I shut it off, and we're gonna start pouring into the jars. So you want to get a nice mixture of the juice, the pickles, as we're pouring it in there. Kind of just right up to there is where I go. Okay, last jar. We are all done filling the jars, and now we're gonna do a water bath. So how many jars do we have, Alex?
18.
18?
Wait.
You're right. Before we do the water bath, I forgot to mention we're gonna put the lids on the sealer. So I wet a paper towel, and then I just go around the rim of all the jars to make sure there is nothing on them. Okay, so we're gonna put the sealers on. So he's got the magnet, he's gonna pull up the lid. All right, let's go. It's hot. We're gonna stick it on here. We want it warm so that it seals somewhat. Just like that. And then they're gonna boil in the water bath for about 15 minutes. So there's 8 minutes left. You should water bath them for 15 minutes at a rolling boil, like so. 6 done, 9 more to go. And that is how I can our sweet pickles.